Hello, and welcome to the Nearly Nuclear Nightcast.
Yes, and today we will be discussing nuclear power plants.
More specifically, should the U.S. have more nuclear power plants?
Yep, and we will be arguing in favor of fewer power plants. Let's go into why.
Yay, statistic time. Did you know that 56 out of 99 nuclear power plants in the United States since Chernobyl have had a meltdown or failed?
Yes, according to Wikipedia, that's almost 2/3 of the plants in the U.S.
So how do those meltdowns affect crops in the area?
Well, according to concordmedia.org, it tells us that radiation can permeate into the crops and destroy them, or even make them unsafe to eat.
Interesting. I heard that nuclear power is a non-renewable resource.
Wait, really?
Yeah, in an article done by National Geographic, the sources like uranium, for example, used to make nuclear energy are non-renewable. It's the energy itself that's renewable.
So I guess it's not very efficient in the long run. But what if we have more nuclear power plants? Would that change anything?
Well, the U.S. actually had 99 plants, while France only had 58. Yet in France, 71.6% of total energy comes from the nuclear power, while in the United States, only 20% of total energy comes from the nuclear power plants. So just because there's more power plants doesn't mean more energy is derived.
Thank you, Kaleigh. Very cool. Though, in defense of nuclear power plants, there have been some occurrences that radiation can actually benefit wildlife.
You've got to be kidding.
Nope, I'm not. According to Stanford University, after Chernobyl, some species flourished because of the lack of human influence.
Well, that's not always the case. After Fukushima, a lot of animals and plants developed mutations. Both Stanford and GreenFacts did articles about it.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot that scientists are still unsure when Chernobyl will be safe again, even after 30 years.
I've heard of Chernobyl before. What exactly happened?
Well, back in the mid-1980s, a nuclear power plant run by the USSR had a meltdown and has remained unsafe for humans ever since. There's this thing called the elephant's foot, and apparently you can't even be near it, even in a hazmat suit, for more than 5 minutes, or you'll receive a lethal dose of radiation. The elephant's foot is a massive corium, about 2 meters across, and weighs hundreds of tons. You can't even look at it, or it's highly likely to kill you.
If the elephant's foot is so deadly, then how are there photos like this available?
Well, scientists took the photos using a mirror to ensure their safety.
That means
that the U.S. should not increase the number of power plants, but rather focus on other renewable sources for energy, like solar, wind, or water energy.
Absolutely. Go green and save the environment.